Okay, today at Urbana I got to go to two different seminars. The first one I went to was Judaism 101, and the second one I went to is what to do with young adults when they return to the church and want to do missions after Urbana. The first one was really cool because I didn't know very much about Judaism, and she went over a lot of different things, and so now I feel like I have a pretty broad overview of what Jews believe. And then the second one, how to incorporate youth, was just really helpful. There was a board of leaders and we got to ask them a whole bunch of different questions, and so with that I was able to see how like PCC could make some changes and some different ideas, along with just things I can do myself for keeping young people interested in missions.
So I went to a seminar about spiritual warfare in the missions field today, and it was really interesting because I think it's something that is not talked about a lot. And it was an older couple who had spent time in the missions in Colombia on college campuses, and they were just talking about their experiences with spiritual warfare. And I was surprised by how much experience they'd had with all these people with demons and all this stuff like that. But it was really cool to just hear their experiences and hear them just be real about what you can expect and what is out there that we're going to be going up against.
I went to a seminar in spiritual warfare today, and it was really cool to hear about a Christian missionary's perspective on spiritual warfare and how it all begins with deepening our relationship with God, and that's how we can take part in it. And our main mission is to tell people about Jesus, and because of that we can expect attack, but we have spiritual weapons of worship, prayer, and I think the greatest of all, love, and how Jesus has already won the victory. It's really encouraging and eye-opening.
I did a seminar today on professional preparation for healthcare missions, because that's kind of where my heart is when I do medical missions around the world. It was just really cool to learn about how we as Christians can bring our faith into a medical practice and treat not only the body but the soul, because we not only have great medicine but we also have a great Savior. So that was just really cool. Looking forward to what the rest of the week brings.
Okay, so today one of the sessions I went to was a fresh view on the Muslim world, and it was really interesting to me just to learn more about Islam and the background and the history, and just about like complex issues like the Crusades and stuff like that. And it was also just good for me to see ways that I think negative views I've had on Muslims that I'd never even noticed before, and maybe some stereotypes and that I had never really realized, but it just unearthed a lot of that. So
I went to the seminar Creating Community for At-Risk Children, and I really enjoyed it because I do want to work with kids, and the guy who's over it, he went to South America, and like his main goal was working with the kids and spreading the gospel through them. And I love the way he defined at risk. He said a child is at risk if he is not receiving all that God has for him, be it spiritually, mentally, or physically. And he said that one of the main ways to help at-risk children is to like build a family community. And I feel like working with my parents in the inner city, like that's one of the main things that they try to do, is just like build a family, and I think it is having a great impact on the community as a whole.
Today I went to a seminar called Simple Living for Just Giving, and they talked about practical ways to save money, give generously, and they brought up some statistics that were staggering, that the average person coming out of college makes $43,000 a year, and that puts them in the top 2.25% of the world in wealth. And and it gave some ways to kind of filter how you give and who you give to and why and what different agencies do. So it was very practical ways, and it was very helpful and very convicting.
Alright, so today I had the opportunity to walk around the exhibit hall for a while, and I was able to go visit the team table. Team stands for the Evangelical Alliance Mission. That's the sending organization that I went to Bee City with for the 3 months, and that's also the sending organization that we send the Bobbits through at PCC, as well as Mike and Jerlane and some of the others working in Bee City. And so I got to spend about a half hour there at the table catching up with a couple people that I'd met while I was working with them, and then just getting to talk about some different strategies and some different things going on in Bee City. And it even looks like one of the guys might, there's a possibility he might come out to Bee City with me in April. And but it was really good just to have that time to be able to connect with them and to be able to talk about PCC's vision and their vision for the area in Bee City.